Shit. Damn. Hold up. Shit ended. Oh shit. Hold on. Damn, son. Hold up. Hold up. This shit ended like that. Bro, let me add him back. Hold up. Damn, son. Let me add Big Bro back. Hold up. Oh shit. Yo, hold up. Yo, let me add y'all both on. Hold up. Yo, the live. Yo, the thing, yo, shit was. Yo, sorry about that, Big Bro. The joint just. I don't know what happened, Big Bro, but I just back now. Yeah,
Hey,
but
yo,
yeah,
let me
like
tell
you
you
were
this.
saying.
I like the way you handle things, you heard? Yo, you
Yeah,
got a future,
yeah.
man. And that's one of my gifts. I
Thank
know how to
you,
see I know how to see talented people, you heard? You
man.
got a
Thanks,
gift.
man. Thanks,
All
Big
I'm
Bro.
here to say is, you see,
Yeah.
if you know you need me for something, you heard? Like I told you earlier,
Yeah,
that's the shit I do. I don't even
yeah.
talk.
Facts. Facts.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I already
Now
know.
what you were saying?
Yeah, but so we was talking about like the different like positions dudes got on the team and shit. So
Right. So
like,
what it is like dudes in the industry, like everybody got a street team.
facts,
Whether it's
facts.
family, whether it's paid, if you really in the industry,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna have a team. What was happening is
Facts.
like on the East, I don't think the team was getting
Mm-hmm.
the love and the recognition it deserved,
Yeah,
you know. But if you
facts,
listen to the
facts.
new music, right, they
Mm-hmm.
all shout
Yeah,
they homies. You heard?
yeah.
They shout they
That's
homies in
definitely
the pen. They shout they homies that's riding with them, that slid with them, and all of that. You heard? So they got a
mm-hmm.
different sense of loyalty. And the old generation could say, yo, the older generation could say, well, we didn't tell or whatever. At the end of the day, when you hear the young boy say it, it's with soul. You heard? It's with a certain
Mm-hmm.
passion, so you can feel his love. They love their
Yeah,
homie. I mean,
yeah,
so
yeah,
it, it's just different, man. I just feel like,
yeah,
we was missing that, man. I mean, we missing
yeah.
that connection when New York's supposed to be more
Hey yo,
embracing.
Shout out to Vaughn.
yo.
Salute, Big Bro. What's up,
Hey, now
Vaughn?
I'm trying to link in on my other phone, but my shit won't let me link
Uh-huh.
in.
Oh,
Hold up.
I
Yo,
see you now, Big Bro. What's good? I think his joint, think it's buffering. But nah, but what you saying though is facts though. I think a lot of dudes need to start showing love to certain dudes. And I think the way they like these rappers, and I'm gonna keep it real, I feel like a lot of these rappers is out here trying to down dudes like yourself and Devon because they want to be around these fake OGs and not real OGs that's trying to give information to the youth and trying to help out the youth. That's what I think. I think a lot of times, I think a lot of these dudes, they looking at the money and all other bullshit, and they not even trying to like give the information to tell these youths like, listen, man, I've been here, I've done that. Let's get on some positive note and let's be each one teach one. And that's why I feel like they try to snub out a lot of real dudes like
hey
yourself
yo,
that's really trying to come and help. Salute,
hey yo.
Devon. You good? You good now? What's up, big bro?
What's good, homie? What's good?
What's good? What's good? How
Man,
you? How you, family?
my shit acting. I'm shining. What's good, homie?
Peace, home team.
Huh?
You good now?
He said,
Yeah, my shit
you
freezing
good?
up. My shit freezing
Oh,
up.
now
Well, then come
I
back.
see you now, big bro.
Come back,
What's
because
good?
we about to give it up.
Huh?
I said, come back. You said
Hold
freeze
up,
it
my
up.
shit freezing up. Yeah, it's freezing up.
Oh, yo, Vaughn, you good right there. You good. You good right there,
Yeah,
Vaughn.
but y'all buffering on my end though, yo.
Oh,
Y'all
oh,
buffering on
okay,
my
okay,
end.
okay, 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 okay.
What's good
Yeah,
though?
you
What's
might have
happening?
to come. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Me and China. We was chopping it
Yo,
up. We chopping it up.
yeah, hey, yo, God, you gotta send me a request. Put a request in. I'm gonna try to link back in. You heard?
All right. Come back in. All right, bro. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna send him back in. Yeah, yo, but yeah, like you was saying, big bro. Like I feel like a lot of these rappers, man, they be blackballing dudes like yourself out the industry, and it's messed up because they out here trying to have these fake OGs, these dudes like you saying, these crash test dummy dudes, these dudes that really wasn't doing nothing up top, that basically was just was out trying to act hard on the street, but when it came to putting on in jail, these niggas was nowhere to be found when it was the pop on the police, you know what I'm saying? Pop on whoever, you know what I'm saying? They was nowhere to be found. And when it's dudes like you that did box time, you know what I'm saying? That been in the box, that could tell you like, listen, man, I've been through this before, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of dudes say, yo, I've been in the box, but they ain't do how many years you did in the box, you know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes talk about, yo, I've been in the box, I was eating loaf and all that, but they ain't say they been in the box 12 years. You know what I'm saying? They said they been in the box maybe a couple months, you know what I'm saying, maybe a year, but they ain't do 12 years in the box. They don't know how that feel.
Now, when I say I did 12 years, I ain't do 12 years straight, right? But I did
Yeah.
a total of 12 years of my bid was solitary confinement. Bottom line. And everybody know me, they call me a Bing monster. You heard? We start terminology, adolescence, in the early 90s, they start calling Bing monsters because they used to give you 1,000 in Bing. You heard?
Hey, yo.
Yeah. Yo, Vine, salute. It's good now?
Good now, y'all see me?
Yeah, I see you, Vine.
That shit buffing. What's good though?
I'm good, Vine. How you, family?
Hey yo, hold up.
If it's buffering, you got it. Nah, if it's buffering, he got to come back another time because I don't if it's buffering like that.
Hold up.
Yeah. Yo, Vine. Yo, Vine, if it's messing up, like China said, you might have to come back and we do it another time with you up here because if it was buffering, if you can't get the thing right, though, Vine. Yeah.
Let him get his shit right.
Yeah. No, but you right, China. Like a lot of dudes don't understand that, how that type of treatment is to be in the box that long, you know what I'm saying? And basically, these crackers, they out there, they put you in a box, you know what I'm saying? They trying to fuck with you mentally, you know what I'm saying? And spiritually. So a lot of these dudes, when I hear some of these rappers, man, when I hear them say, yo, I did time up north, and all of them like to say, yo, I was in a box, but they can't say they had the same type of time that you had, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of dudes that would, like you said, is Bing monsters that stay in the Bing. A lot of these dudes ain't never been in the Bing, never been HDM, and you know what I'm saying, where you gotta be, you got dudes that been banned out of Rikers Island that can't go to Rikers Island, that gotta go to motherfucking, Brooklyn House, you know what I'm saying, MCM on the feds to try to do their time and then go up north, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of dudes ain't doing that.
Yeah, but see, I'm not here to say that, because a person was getting that type of treatment or, it was seen like that on Rikers Island, they just automatically worthy of respect. I'm not here to say that, you heard? Because I don't respect pure savagery, you heard?
No, that's a fact.
In a righteous spirit, so just because you done gunned a lot of dudes down, that's not just worthy of my praise. I gotta hear something like a purpose, you know what I mean? You gotta been fighting a struggle or something like that. Just because you clapped a lot of people in my book, that don't mean I'm a respect.
Yeah.
You
Facts.
It's certain dudes, they sneaky snakes. They get around shit with a smile and then they shoot shit. And then everybody looking around like, how this nigga get here? He just got away with clapping somebody because his snake is ways. That's why if you listen to my song, is a lesson. I'm telling you the first person. Those the type of people, the sneaky snake type, sneak in, smile and all that. Once you let them in, all type of shit start happening. So it's about blasting, It ain't about fighting the police. It ain't about that. It's an accumulation of how you comported yourself while you was in
Facts.
conditions. How you handled
Facts.
her.
Facts. Facts.
We don't expect a man to be perfect if he's put in a prison setting, you know, because that's unnatural. But then
That's a
you
fact.
got certain people that, because of their spirit, bro, they was able to withstand a lot of pressure. Now,
Yeah.
when you talk about them stories, right, what happens is
Yeah.
it inspires other people not to go to jail. You heard? It inspires other people in different ways because they might have family members that have been in prison. They might have been in prison. They might want to do a story teaching people and all of that. So that's what it does. Your true story is to inspire. Not get
it's a
like,
fact.
oh shit, I heard this story, I want to go clap shit. That's what the people, the gatekeepers, they try to paint the picture like us coming home and us speaking to the youth is going to damage the youth because we're going to be promoting certain stuff to them as opposed to them. We telling them like, yo, this is really what happened, right? The good, the bad, the ugly, right? And then from there, we could tell you like after the good, bad, ugly, we could tell you this is a new time. It's a new time now.
Yeah,
we could do things differently.
Yo, what's good? What's good?
Yo, Vaughn.
Y'all man now,
Salute,
right?
salute, bro. Yeah, you good. You good now, Vaughn.
What's good? You China, what's happening, homie?
I can see you.
I'm chilling, family. I'm chilling, family.
Yeah,
You 100 now?
Yeah, I'm good now, yo.
All right, say no more.
I want to rectify something too, China. I know last time we did the live, you wasn't sure. You said you wasn't sure if Mano was in a 4-burner 9-1 and 9-2. He was down there with us in 9-2, China, for sure, yo.
All right.
Yeah, Mano was there.
I just told Gotti that I think when I got there like May, a 9-2.
He was still there.
He was there?
Yeah.
All right.
Because he was in a 4-burner the whole time I was there, yo.
All right. Vaughn would know. Yo, Gotti, what I love about Vaughn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once he turn like that, something like that, is locked in.
Yeah.
Facts.
It was in one
fact.
Together, yo, Vaughn. I was how they used to call us Bing monsters because they could give you 1,000 days, right?
Right.
They could give you 2,000 days in a Bing.
Facts.
So when we talk about that, we not glorifying that we had 1,000 days. We looking at the system like, how the fuck is y'all design a system where you could give a young adolescent juvenile boy
facts
1,000 days?
That's how they was doing it too. And then let me tell you something too, Bulletz Gotti, China.
That shit to
Also, China, I don't know if you know this.
Was there working there, right?
Right.
That they were so programmed that they thought that shit was the right thing to do. Torture their own people.
Right.
So that's what we need to talk about because it was a whole generation of young black and Spanish and brown boys that came through that system, bro, that got tortured and violated, bro.
Facts.
That's why Ali Browder's story is powerful because it showed what happened when a person can't take that shit.
Let me let you know some more, so China. You know when you used to go up north with and Gotti, when you used to go up north with Bang Time, even when you come back down as a new inmate with a new ID number and everything, they still try to send you back to the box to make you complete the Bing Time that you had before you even went up north. But listen, niggas like me and other niggas challenged that, and they stopped doing that shit. I don't know if you know that because they did that shit to me. I came back down words, said I had mad Bing Time. And niggas try to put me back in the Bing, no new Bing, know what I'm saying? When I came back down trying to shoot, Shoe was trying to give up mad shit. Shoe Sean was trying to give up mad shit to the captains in them to not take me back to the Bing and shit, you know what I'm saying? They was like, fuck that, huh?
Tell him who Shoe Shine is.
Yeah, Shoe Sean's a legend, man, from out of Marcy Projects and shit. That's Jay-Z and Myth Bleak and all them niggas people, you heard? A real thoroughbred nigga, been doing it for a long time. You heard?
Came up
homie, but anyway, that's what they, but they was doing that, right? Anyway, but they stopped doing that now, though, you heard? If you go up north now, I don't care how many bang days you got, when you come back down, you come back down as a new inmate, new number, they don't put you back in the bang no more. But they used to do that, though, you heard?
No, they started doing it again.
Oh, they started doing it again?
Yeah.
Oh, because it's probably like a new breed now, so they figure The old cycle was out. But yeah, homie, niggas challenged that shit and they stopped doing that shit for a minute. Word. Yeah, they should do that. They should do niggas dirty like that. You come down, a whole new ID number and everything, homie. And they throw you back in the fucking bed.
He asked me all the rappers that ever been in New York State prison, right? I gave him a whole line of
yeah, that nigga Shine too. I was up north with that nigga Shine too. You know that, right? Shine was my next door. Shine was my porter in the spot.
Word.
Yo, that nigga, hey, yo, that nigga's official too, son. You heard?
Word.
Back, son. Yo,
Shine, he was in New York.
Yo, son is official too.
Yeah.
Yeah, son.
Look at this. Look at the line. The people that been in New York
seen that nigga dead and nigga
that's in the industry. Yo, fine.
Yo.
The lineup of the people that's been in New York State prison that's in the industry or, been in the industry, right? Slick Rick.
Yeah.
Mano.
Yeah, Slick. Yeah.
Remy Ma.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Pac.
Right.
That's Tupac.
Right. I know you talk about, homie. I know you talk about.
Real Tupac was up north.
Yeah, I know, homie. It's Clinton, you heard? He was in Clinton, APPU. You heard?
Oh, let's talk about this. The real Tupac was up north with us. You heard?
Yeah, in Clinton. He's in APPU.
Who else? Nori.
Yeah.
His co-defendant, Capone.
Right.
Tragedy, Gaddafi.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah, right. You're right. You're right. But the only two dudes that I ran into, like I said, personally, is the dude Mano and Sean, you heard?
Yeah.
Them other dudes, I never ran into them dudes, you heard? You know?
Like, yo, I be watching.
And as far as I know, as far as I can vouch, both of them dudes would stand up, you heard? Yeah. Because you see a lot of dudes, these rappers, they come through. You know, niggas be extorting them niggas. Niggas be extorting them, pressing them. I mean, cause a lot of them don't really be street dudes. But them two dudes, the only ones that I ran into, I could vouch for them that they would stand up, you heard? Yeah. They would stand up.
Look, Bobby Shmurda just came home. Rowdy Rebel just came home.
Yeah.
That been in the same system we was in. So when you in that system, it's a small network where you hear certain names in certain jails. And then there's certain names that's gonna always be in the jails, you heard? After them people left. You know why? Because they planted a certain stamp that was real and people loved that. They always gonna talk about that. You heard?
Facts. Right.
They're not talking about.
So
I never met all of these people, but all of them was there.
Yeah.
Coming through. Now look at the young boys that was on Rikers Island. Pop Smoke.
Right.
Takashi. But he was on the island. That's where he learned the gate banging shit. You heard? He stole out from Rikers
Island. Right.
Yeah. Hey, child, man. Finish saying about how like that blood shit, cause you was going deep into that history, man. Yeah. Cause that whole gate banging.
We got our generation got to take control over our narrative is because 92, 93 Rikers Island was very important. And then 93 was the formation of blood. But see, in 92, adolescents start having Latin Kings. We didn't even know nothing about gangs like that.
Late 92, late 90. Yeah.
So then they started like Nietas, then Latin Kings came, and then Blood came in 93. But Blood didn't really start getting strong up north into the late 90s. You heard? But once they got strong up north, it was already a lock. They already had the Allen locked. Today, bro, I believe the Allen is blood jail. You heard? That's when you go through this. I'm not saying that you gotta be blood, but there's so many homies and there's so many different, pieces that
it's like that now though. You heard? It wasn't like that before though. Yeah.
They got COs, they got everything. They grew up in that culture. You can't get at that. That's why it's important. Because I remember I was down there when Blood started.
Right.
93, right? Now, the backstory is this. I was going through it with some Latin Kings as an adolescent before Blood started.
Yeah.
And what they're gonna tell you is that these Latin kings that was coming at me, they never came at me because it was racial. You heard? So we make it a racial thing, but they came coming at me because of the numbers.
Fact.
That's one of the reasons why Blood started on Rikers Island, because young black men got tired of the organization of Latinos. Like, Latinos wasn't always racist. All of them is not racist, but when they organized and they unified, they had one up on, you know, individual young black men. No matter how strong you was, bro, if you went to a whole Spanish house, bro, you know, and them dudes was unified, you know, you was in a situation.
Facts.
So that's one of the reasons why Blood started, because you had good young black men that was good dudes that wasn't affiliated, but they got put into a house where these Spanish dudes was organized, unified, and for whatever reason, they violated this man. You heard? And then the got tired of that, said, yo, hold up. Y'all niggas is unifying, violating individual black dudes. Power up. You heard?
Hey, yo, child, man, I'm gonna ask you and Von this, man. Cause I know back in 9293,
somebody said True Life. True Life was up north too. Yeah.
I want to ask y'all, cause y'all know this, man. Like, the phone and the TV was like, that was crazy with the Spanish niggas. Like, they had the TV and the phone. I know, like, niggas was getting it popping over that phone and that TV.
See, that shit was different. Like the homie trying to say, that used to be straight out. It was no, you know what I mean? It was actually three-way. You could get on that shit three-way, homie, you heard? They could kill you for that phone, homie. Yo, homie, it was three-way. It was free. It was none of that credit card shit. You know what I mean? The shit automatically click off. You got to pay for certain minutes. That shit ride from time you lock out to time you lock in. Nigga kill you for that phone, homie. Cause it was so much you could accomplish with that phone, you heard? It was so much you could accomplish. It was like you could literally like reach out to the world through the motherfucking phone. You heard?
Still have phone booths in the hood.
Yeah, with three-way lines and everything, homie. You be on the phone with you, two other niggas, whatever. You know what I mean? Have a nigga taking care of shit. Go take care of that. Make sure my witnesses don't come. You know what I mean? Them phones was real hectic. And you know what I mean?
Cell phones. We didn't have cell phones back.
Nah.
You get fact.
So you got a free jail phone. Some of these niggas ain't even got a phone in their house. Then they come to jail and they got free phone. Yo, this shit was crazy, bro.
Facts.
I'm gonna tell you this. What saved me a lot of problems on Rikers Island was the fact that I was in Connecticut. So unless I had a female that I could call in New York, I had to call my long distance. You heard? That saved me a lot of problems. But once I got my little chick, you know, and all of that, I had to find my little. They had to make room for me. You heard?
It wasn't easy for homie to do that being from Connecticut, you heard? Gotti? It wasn't easy for homie to do that coming from Connecticut, Gotti, you heard? No, you ain't coming from Connecticut, a whole nother state. You got 5 barrels of Gotti that couldn't live, you heard?
Facts.
It wasn't about that life. So imagine being from a whole nother motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Some was it's real tough. He's still tough. So, you know, he's definitely worthy of motherfucking, you know what I mean, recognition.
I had a rough bid, Bulletz. Like coming to the island, I was from Bridgeport, coming to C-74 92. That C-74 was one of the worst buildings on Rikers Island.
It was. It always been like that. C-74 always been the worst building on Rikers Island, yo.
But you know what?
I've been in every building on the island, yo. C-74 is the worst building with the adolescents, because what happens is they got adults in there, they got adolescents in there, you know what I'm saying? You?
Right.
And the motherfucking adults, I mean the adolescents, we be terrorizing the motherfucking adults and the adolescents. You know what I mean? So, you know, shit pop in them adult buildings, but you know, it ain't the same. It ain't the same like in the adolescents, man. You know, at that time, you know, so adolescents, you gotta think. A lot of us wasn't fully mentally developed. You dig what I'm saying to you? So you got a bunch of kids, you putting us all together, bunch of kids that's not even fully mentally developed. But you know, that shit's a recipe for disaster. Yeah.
hear this? Look, 9-2, right?
Yeah.
They put in the so-called worst juveniles or adolescents in each borough in the same building. You heard?
Yeah,
So
right.
if you get arrested in Staten Island and you're an adolescent, you go to C-74, Queens,
Right.
Brooklyn, Bronx, and Manhattan.
Right.
But I caught my case in Manhattan. So when you
Right.
go to C-74, you with people from all boroughs.
All boroughs.
That's how the culture was able to start forming right there.
Yeah.
I mean, certain parts of the culture, because you got fashion aspects from Staten Island, from Brooklyn, from the Bronx. These people,
Right.
they come, they learn lingo, they learn about different blocks. They go home, they start visiting they man they met in the full building, and it's just like a circular motion. You heard? That's
But yo,
why if you listen to Nas' song, One Love.
At the time you came through in 9-2, it wasn't the borough thing wasn't too bad, but like before that in like 1990, 91, it was a real borough thing, was crazy. That's when I very first time I came to the island was 1990, you heard? Home on that. Then I came back through 9-1. Then I came back through 9-2 finally. I ain't never, that's my last time. I ain't go home from there, you know what I mean? But in 1990 and times like that, borough shit was really, you couldn't go to certain houses if you was from certain boroughs. You had Brooklyn house, you had fucking Bronx house. You fall in the wrong house, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really too much like that in 9-2.
Like
it was wild, but it wasn't too much on that borough thing too much. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you caught like the end of that shit, Shine, like in 9-2. It was a little borough shit. You know? Yeah, man.
I've been home 5 years, you heard? So when I came home, I was waiting. I was sitting back like, yo, let me see how these dudes is playing out here. Then they tell me, yo, you can't wait for nobody to do nothing for you. You got to bust a move yourself, right?
Right.
But now, they tell you to bust a move yourself. But guess how else I caught them? Say you bust a move. You do a song, you do a video and something like that. You ever got around people and you told them, yo, I got this new song. I got this new video. I got this, And the first thing they tell you, yo, keep working.
Yeah.
Keep grinding.
Yeah.
You know what that mean, right?
Yeah, that mean like the sting
right now, you heard?
They ain't gonna help you. Yeah. Yeah.
Bottom line, I caught all of them.
Yeah.
No matter what you brought to what I brought to them. And that's one of the stories I want to give you. No matter what I brought to them, right? It's never good enough.
Yeah. Fact.
Because if it was good enough, then you know what one of these dudes on the East Coast is gonna do? They're gonna say, yo, let me reach for him because of his struggle and his story and help him. Help him get the way he need to be. He should be. But you know what they rather do? Sit back, watch. Maybe you might sink in the process, right? Or so they watching you sink. Or if they really watching you closely, they start stealing from you. They start watching little shit you do, steal it, because you know nobody know that they know you. They watch you stealing your creative energy, ideas, and all of that. People doing that. So now, what I was talking is now this is how we power up on them. After about why jail, why prison, and the streets is all important to the hip hop culture and the conversation. After that, we tell them, yo, what type of contributions we got to offer now. What you got now? That's what I'm trying to tell them. When they ask me, because when I first came home, they like, okay, you did all that jail time, but what you do in the street? And I'm like, wow, that's what you're gonna tell me? So my 25 years of sacrifice to just stay real so I could come home and my name be real, that shit don't mean nothing out here. Okay, cool. So now I'm gonna power up and do whatever I could to build a resume out here. Now,
fact.
When we come in, we come in with completed projects like, yo, look, here, hold that. Stop. And we ain't even got no big budget or none of that. Hold that. This is what we do.
Right.
Because we love the culture.
Facts. Right.
That's a fact.
Right. You
That's a fact.
just gotta scramble and grind, homie. You know that. That's with anything, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta scramble and grind, man.
Hey, yo, let me tell you something. The hip hop music scene in New York boomed.
Yeah.
In '90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said, if you listen to Big, he tell you he's all eight.
Yeah. By the way, not to cut you off, but that dude Slick Rick came to in '90, you heard?
Right.
Yeah, 1990.
He was there in '91 too.
Huh?
He was there in '91 too.
Yeah, he probably was, but he came through in '90 because he was down there with Big Rashawn and them niggas. Big Rashawn's nigga that smacked the nigga up, made the nigga sing. He wanted the nigga to sing to his girl's sister. The nigga Slick Rick was like, yo, he ain't singing no songs to nigga's sister. Nigga riding on me and slapped the nigga up and all that. That was 1990. But yeah, he was there in '90 also as well. But he initially came through in 1990 though.
No Rashawn, but I don't know about that one. You know, I know Rashawn. On the whole booty banded up. No,
I know. Now, but yo, China, he a booty bandit now. But son, listen, back down on the island, 1990, 89, China, that nigga was a goon, son. You heard?
He still is a goon up north, but he
goon.
Better, bro.
Hey yo, China, you see that motherfucking you see that gook snake that I got on, homie? You see that gook snake that I got on in that picture, China?
Yeah.
That's what Rye had on the island, 1990. You heard?
Right.
With a big ass motherfucking cross. You heard? In 1990, homie. And them times, forget it. You heard?
Yo, let me
so he was a goon. He's a booty bandit now, but in 90, that nigga was a goon.
But I don't know about. I heard about him smacking somebody and all of that, but I was not. I can't.
I was on the island 90. I was on the island 90 when that happened. I was on the island.
Okay.
When he did that, yeah.
What the thing is, look, if you go to Big first album, Big say Mod 8 set me straight. You heard? C74 Mod 8 set me straight.
Okay.
74. So now that's telling you one of the greatest of all time. Big.
Facts.
In his music. You heard? Because he did. Cormega's another one that was up north too. We gotta mention him too. Now, go to Nas, right? His first album, Illmatic, got a song called One Love. In the song, he's actually writing a letter to his mans that's on the island and up north. You heard?
That?
So that's Nas.
Oh, Nas? Yeah.
94, he dropped Illmatic. So that's pulling everything that got together. These is the East Coast greats, some of the East Coast greats, right?
Yeah.
And they're talking about jail culture in their music. In their first albums, you heard?
Yeah.
Now, you see that? Now, from there, think about all of the artists that mention somebody in jail. Even if they say, yo, free my nigga, then when you say free my nigga, that's just what you got to stand on that too. When they be like, yo, free my nigga, they be like, yo, what do I get out of that? Saying free my, you get a lot of energy, bro. Because first of all, if I got somebody that's in the system and you an artist and you saying free my nigga, I'm going to be able to identify with that because I got somebody in the system too. So some of the artists be feeding off of that shit. I mean, so we want to celebrate the artists that really do for their people up north or help their people that come home. Because they was screaming that free my nigga, Soon as nigga come home, they don't want to really help them. Because when somebody coming home, they need help, bro. Bottom line. You need help coming home. It should be no problem for them to help good people get in good position. These suck ass is so envious, bro. They don't want real niggas around because sometimes, bro, it's called the dim light bulb syndrome. That means like a nigga be in a room, a dude to be in a room. I don't want to keep saying a dude to be in a room and he got the whole room lit up, but he's really a dim ass light bulb. But nobody in the room knows he's a dim ass light bulb till you bring a nice, crispy, brand new light bulb and throw that shit right there. Now everybody looking at him like, oh, they don't want that, bro. You heard? They don't want certain rooms, and that's what I was watching. I was sitting back watching. I was like, wow. Even down to the 50 Cent show For Life. Yeah, that was so fast series. But you know what he did? He took a dude that did prison time in Jersey. That nigga never did. Whoever that dude was, He said, based on a true story, that dude never did no time in New York State prison, but that whole entire series was based in New York State prison. The shit we lived, bro. You heard?
Was that some new series that he got out, China?
He lived it too, huh?
That's some new shit 50 got out?
Yeah, For Life. That was a hit show, bro, on ABC.
When that shit came, when was that?
Last year.
Oh, last year.
And the year before.
Yeah.
I ain't see that.
2019, 2020, that was a hit show, For Life, bro. It was based on a dude in Jersey that got a reversal and came home and started doing law. But he was a jailhouse lawyer. He started helping dudes get out of jail and all that. But this dude got locked up in Jersey. But the way the show was situated, everything about the show was up north, even down to the state greens, the sequels, everything was New York State prison. You heard?
Facts.
But I love the way he brought that to life, because certain things, was never seen until you see that show. Real shit.
That's facts, though. You're right, homie. That's facts.
So that's what I mean. As long as we could keep that on the table, then we could go places. We just got to accept the fact that because the system designed the streets, designed the system, the criminal justice system a certain way, the people in power, because they designed it a certain way, certain men of color, certain women of color are going to get trapped. They're going to get trapped, bro. It's already designed. So now you're going to crucify everybody that got trapped. People to identify the trap, right? Start saving people from the trap. And the people that did get trapped, that want help coming home, trying to do different things, you help them. So,
that's a fact.
In Bridgeport, Connecticut, right? The mayor of Bridgeport, Connecticut right now, his name is Joe Ganner, right? This dude did a federal bid. So he was the mayor for 12.
Who, the mayor of China? The mayor did a bid? The mayor did a bid?
That bid. Yo, I'm gonna tell you how they were sending. Yo, he was sending all type of goons at me, like 18 months ago, 2 years ago, right? Yeah, check it out. He was the mayor for 12 years, right? Then he got indicted. He got indicted after he was the mayor for like 10 years. He got indicted, but the whole time he was under indictment, he was telling the whole city, "Yo, they trying to set me up. I'm innocent." Da da da. So you know how some people get indicted and they step down,
right?
This lame stayed there, right, for the whole 2 years out on bail, fighting and all that. He go to trial, beat trial, right? The judge told him, "Yo, you got on the stand and lied 16 times in one day, man. You a whole crook, man. Get out of here." He was indicted for stealing from the city, embezzling little shit. I mean, just something. The way they got it set up, bro. We're gonna talk about all of that because their whole family was structured to lock the city down. You heard? But they got caught up in this federal thing and ruined the name. So now the judge gave him 9 years. You heard? For a white collar crime. Gave the mayor 9 years. So he does 7 years because he's appealing it. He like, "Yo, I'm innocent. I'm innocent." So now he finally get parole, right? When he get parole, he get low. But his family's in power. They judges, lawyers out here and all of that. So he started working for one of the brothers and all that. A couple years later, the nigga run for mayor again. You heard? But before he run for mayor, you know what he did? He went to a black church talking about, "Yo, I'm sorry. I was in prison." Yo, my family members voted for this nigga because they was identifying with him. They was identifying me with him. You heard? This suck ass. You heard? So now he becomes mayor again, right? In 2015. I come home 2016. They got a black woman running for mayor 2019. Her name is Marilyn Moore, the senator. Once I did the research on and all that, I told her, "I got you." Me and my home team, Dex, yo, we rock with her. Yo, we got you. Yo, this the first black woman ever that had the courage to run for mayor in Bridgeport. You heard?
I think you posted something about it on your Instagram, right, Jeff?
But listen, the mayor start doing real sucker shit. Yo, he starts sending all types of shit at police at me and all of that. This is some real movie shit, bro. You heard? Because I was calling him a rat. I see him in person. I tell him, "Man, you a fucking rat." You heard? Because the shit he do is like some weasel type shit. Now, lately, he been low and he been trying to do like good deeds. But the bottom line is, when he came back in, it was the same fuckery until, you know, we start speaking up. Like, nah, nigga, you ain't gonna get away with it this time. Because normally, if you're a mayor of a city and you go to feds, they never gonna let you be a mayor. You heard? That's only in the hood. Only in the hood we give a nigga a chance like that again, right? And guess what? In Bridgeport, Connecticut, bro, they never even had a black mayor or a Spanish mayor. It's all white men and one white woman. So now, why wouldn't we rock with this sister that's rocking? Running in 2019. So when I rock with her, I got a lot of missiles sent at me. But I was here to tell them, you know, the mayor and all his little cronies and all that. Yo, I don't give a fuck. Yo, who y'all thought y'all was dealing with, bro? I'm the one. Let's get it. Let's get it, bro. You heard? I don't run from nothing. Guess what now? Fast forward. The police chief of Bridgeport, Connecticut, that nigga just got indicted last year. You heard?
Damn.
Wow. God don't like ugly.
He got what, Shana?
He got indicted.
Oh, wow.
By the you hear that? So the mayor already went to the Fed. He came back, became the mayor. Now the chief of police go to the Fed.
Right.
And I'm here to tell them all, like, yo, I don't know what y'all doing out here, whatever. Don't be coming at me. There's so much I'm gonna take. You heard? Don't come at me, man. I'm a whole grown ass man. I got a grandson. I got a new baby. I'm an OG for real. You heard? You gotta take that title. They said, what's an OG? An OG is somebody first that's seasoned. You heard? He has to be and he has to be a seasoned veteran in the streets and the prison culture, and has to know certain rules, live by them principles, and never break. That's it.
Facts.
And if you got that real title OG, bro, you could go anywhere in this country and dudes love you. And I've been in this country moving around, and everywhere I go, it's OGs that love me, that salute me,
you know something?
that protect
you definitely got to give it up to
wait when they come here.
Yeah, I said you
That's
definitely got to give. You definitely got to give
talk. You heard? Go ahead.
Yeah, I said you definitely got to give it up to young G's that came through and stood tall, because a lot of dudes use that as an excuse to fold that they was young. So young dudes that came through and stood tall, you definitely have to give it up to them.
Look,
you know, niggas like us. So
look, it's a legendary Tay that just joined. You heard, Gotti?
Yeah, who's that?
You want me to give you a story real quick? His uncle, he Jamaican. He'll tell you, ask him. His uncle named Beaver. You heard? That's my comrade. Ask him. I helped bring Beaver into the streets in Bridgeport, Connecticut. You heard? He came from Jamaica.
Oh, what? Okay.
While I was in prison, they killed him and left him in his trunk. You heard?
They killed him and left him in the trunk?
Snaked him, yeah. The dude that, you know, we'll talk about that another day, but my father came to visit me, and he at the end of the visit to tell me that. You heard? He said, I on your visit, but I had to tell you. So I went back to my cell with that in my mind. So Legendary Tay, you heard that story right there. That's his nephew right there. That's Beaver's nephew. He got it.
Okay.
His
salute. And he from out your town, right, China?
Yeah, but he living in Miami right now.
Okay.
Yeah. They all know me. Yo, all you gotta do with people that's claiming they OGs and all of that, tell them to go back to their neighborhood.
Yeah.
Go back to the neighborhood, see how your neighborhood receive you, because go to my neighborhood, right? And I'm not saying that I'm bulletproof and I can't get got, but I move with a certain spirit, bro. And I tell everybody at the same time, right? A real OG could still get it in. You heard?
Facts. That's a
scrap
fact.
A little bit, he can scrap. If he got to bang out whatever he got to still be able to. Once you can't do that no more, you got to park it up, bro. That's when you become rocking chair grandfather status. You heard?
Yeah.
You become part of the council. But I'm still active.
Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, yo, China on Devon, I ain't gonna lie, man. That first joint got niggas mad, man.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
So, you know.
That first joint had niggas mad, man. That first joint had dudes pressed, man. Niggas skirts got pulled.
Yo, CK called me, keep calling me, texting me and all that. Yo, CK, I'm not talking to you unless We talking publicly on this platform right here. I mean, all that whispering, no more of that. I mean, we bringing y'all to the forefront. Y'all gonna talk live. When you talk to live, yo, Gotti, Bulletz Gotti. What's for you, Gotti? Bulletz.
Bulletz. I like.
Check it out. Since you know, doing interviews and all of that, be mindful of these jail neesies. Right? I call them jail neesies because they got little strategies, right? To try to block the truth and all of that. Watch for these jail neesies that take the microphone, right, and just start rambling. You heard? You ask them a question. Yo, that's CK. You heard? That's scared. The nigga scared of me because if you get him on a live platform with me like this, I'll let him talk for however long he want to talk. When it's my turn to talk, dudes always interrupt me, grab my mic, run out the room. They don't want me to talk, bro. So when you watch for people like that, when you interviewing, especially these jail neesies coming home because they learn these strategies. And if I know about one of the strategies, it's called drowning out. So it's powerful to stay on the gate.
Right.
Ass nigga start banging. Boom, 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 boom. And always get my message across. You heard? But different strategies. So look for that.
Yeah. Fact.
Yeah.
Fact. I ain't gonna lie, yo, China and Von, man. I ain't gonna lie, like when he saw that interview, man, he tried to say, yo, niggas hating on rappers, yo, niggas don't know y'all niggas, all type of shit. You know, trying to make excuses, man. But niggas know what niggas know that debts need to be owed, man. You know what I'm saying? You gonna use the culture. You gotta spread a little love. That's all.
Listen, I'm not saying that every dude coming home, they should have a big sack waiting for them like, yo, here, because one of the things I do understand about New York, I'm gonna tell you this. This is the New York. This is the out I'm gonna give New York. One of the reasons why a lot of the people that's in the industry don't immediately reach out for the people they may be hearing about or they know about is because of affiliations. You heard? It's conflicts that's under the surface that a lot of these industry dudes, they don't even want to get involved in that shit. If there's something like that that's controversial, I'd just rather stay away. You heard? When a lot of controversy they getting is false. Not getting our opportunity to tell, who we are, our story. So we got people now our story, hoping we go back to jail so they could call us a motherfucking institutionalized crash dummy, or hope we get killed, then they could tell your story. Fuck that, man.
Yep.
Now let y'all tell my story. We're gonna talk about my story now. Let's go. Let's go. And the reason why all this is important is because, look who we just named. We named that song Whoopty, then we named right? But then we gotta name Pop Smoke.
Shit's mad dark.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, now when you talk about Pop Smoke, you gotta talk about New York Crips.
Right.
Yeah. Fact.
Because Pop Smoke is not a Crip. He a New York Crip. And when you talk about New York Crips, I'm one of the reasons why New York Crips grew in prison, because people felt my struggle and my pain when I was going through with Bloods.
That's true. I can vouch for that. That's true. That's true.
So certain people,
I know certain people that turn Crip on the strip from China. Yeah,
they turn Crip.
That's fact.
Build the Crip Nation.
That's fact.
They felt my struggle from a distance.
Facts.
Now, when we start talking real in talk, right? One thing I love about Pop Smoke, I never met him personally, right? One thing I loved about him when I watched him, he was one of the young dudes that was never afraid to pay homage. Go watch his interviews. As soon as they asked him, yo, who influenced you? He was so fluid in his response that you knew it was not. That's what separated him from these lame ass young bucket heads. You heard? These niggas don't know how to pay homage. You go ask them, the average young dude, put him on the spot. Now they're going to try to start doing research after this interview. But a lot of these young dudes, I caught them. I used to be like, I sit in the cut, I pull up, I'm like, yo, who influenced you? Music, right? They, ain't nobody influenced me. I influenced myself. I only listen to myself. Man, shut the fuck up, man.
Stand up. Who the dude Pop Smoke said I'm influenced him?
50.
He said 50? Okay.
50. It's a lot of different people. But I know that 50, he watched 50 a lot. You know what I mean? And watched but you know how he grew as an artist and how he catered to the ladies, you heard?
Right.
So and I believe that 50 felt a little guilty after Pop Smoke got murdered because he felt like, yo, damn, man, I think I could have snatched them a little earlier and armed them with at least a little bit of more knowledge that have protected them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's crazy how they line homie up. Yeah, that was crazy though.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, Gotti, Bulletz, let me tell you, right? We're going to get into a deeper story because it has something to do with Winter Circle, right? But I got the email, right? I can show it to you. You know, we'll talk about that on another time. But I got the email from the NYPD, right? When the NYPD was blackballing Pop Smoke, Chef G, you know what I mean? At certain venues in New York, right? So they was ready to perform. And the NYPD would shut the performance down, right? Because they say that it was going to incite some type of gang violence, right? Now, by you doing that, by the NYPD continuously doing that to these young artists, it forced them to start going to different states trying to get money and record, you heard? So when we talk about that deeper story, we're going to talk about how the NYPD and hip-hop police and whatever they was doing, how that you know, aggressive energy and force some of the rappers to, you know, they were starving them and forced them to go and try to eat abroad. That's why Pop was in Cali isolated, you heard? NYPD was starving him out here in New York. He couldn't do no shows.
Why they was getting at the homie like that, China?
Because he was Crip.
Oh, because he was Crip? Gangsters?
They Crips. You heard? But yeah, we gonna talk whenever you ready. You know, talk a lot of jail shit today. So you know, we could sizzle down a little later. But whenever you want to talk about how me, right? A dude that I'm from Bridgeport, Connecticut. I did 25 years in New York State. How could I come home and help build Winter Circle, the label, right? That's what Chef G, Sleepy Hollow, and Eli Frost. How could a jail dude do that? You heard? Let's talk about that. That sounds like some, you know, unbelievable shit, huh? Right? But now, either I'm telling the truth or I'm a bitch nigga that just love to freestyle like some of these YouTubers. You heard? One thing, remember, after we separate, like I told Vaughn, always say, yo, call that nigga Chinese, call that nigga China, whatever you calling me with, call him. He got that proof.
Yeah, you gotta do it. You gotta always do that, man. Come with the fact.
Let's interview. Let's talk with him. Bring him in the same room. They all be running because they know that after all that time, I'm still articulate. I'm still you know, I'm very alert. I'm aware, and they like dealing with, you know, like they like dealing with like real soldier types that they could control coming home. They don't want to deal with nobody that could really think independently.
They don't want no hey, yo, Chinese. They don't want no thinkers around them, big bro. They don't want no thinkers. They just want goons. They just want goons around them. That's it. They don't want no thinkers.
They want the goons around because you know why? They could sacrifice the goons, and then the next song they be talking about free my nigga. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Sacrifice the goon, right? The same one that protected you, gave you that image, gave you that strength, right? That's the same 6ix9ine all day. 6ix9ine.
Mm-hmm.
6'9". 6'9". He
Facts.
did. Come use the whole culture, all the strength and all of that. And then
Yep.
work out, sacrifice him. And then justify it.
Yep. That's a fact. Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie, big bro. When you said that shit about old boy, the Blanco nigga, that nigga was all up in his...
Yo, he is scared of me. You heard? Mention Blanco.
Yeah.
Mention my name to Blanco. And the reason why I hit him with that force is because this dude is a so-called label owner, right? He own Winner Circle, so I ain't even gonna call him a so-called label. I just feel like he finagled the... Anyway, he a so-called label owner, right? But he'll post a picture of me on his story with a clown emoji, right? But then get on his ass, right? I'm trying to get, I'm trying to, what's up? Let me talk. You know, let me speak. When I'm on his ass like that, the nigga block me. That's what they do. They use social media, try to, slander, exploit. But then the people that don't got the following and the views, they try to block them and suppress the voice.
Right.
Yep.
So I'm telling you, look, this is the portion of the interview could put. That nigga Blanco, a bitch ass nigga, son. A bitch ass. But wait, and let me tell you something. I always dislike the fact that he's a Hove hater. I always watch them nigga always hated Hove for some reason, right? I love Hove. I got love for Hove, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I got love for Hove. So when I see somebody just hate Hove, I already looking at him like funny style. Like, I mean, he's a Hove hater. So now from there, now you get to know a person, and I know why, bro. He gonna always hide. Never want to be out in the open. Never give an interview and all of that. But he whispering and all of that shit.
But yo, Chan, what part Joey playing at though?
Joey is, Joey is just, he in the cut right now. He ain't got nothing to do with the music. Nothing. Okay. He don't even come to the studio, none of that. I'm gonna tell you the owners. It's 3 owners of Winner Circle, right?
Who is it?
It's Blanco, Germ, and Chef G.
Okay.
Now, I want to tell you this. A lot of people don't know this, but Blanco wanted to be a rapper. Like, or whatever, right? But he ain't gonna let his music, cause the shit is, the shit so doo-doo. You heard? Yeah. So he tried to let me force the music on me. I lambasted it, right? But what I'm trying to tell you, he tried to be an artist, but he never released his music because the shit was weak. So now come around, right? How is this? How is this? Sleepy biggest song to date is Deep End, right?
Right.
Deep End freestyle with Fouché, right? Go into the song credits. How is it that song, you go in the song credits and Germ and Blanco is writers to that song? Because Sleepy was 19 years old. He don't know about the business. So they did the paperwork up to make it seem like they wrote the song. Them niggas don't do music, man. Yeah? Sucker shit, bro. Got him early. So go fact check that. If I'm lying right now, crucify me, son. Shut me down forever. If I'm telling the truth, throw my cash app up there. Put my cash app when we leave. He gonna tell you about it. They ain't fishy.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely put the cash at. Matter of fact, hey, yo, China, yo, basically tell the people about the clothing line, man, because you was telling them earlier and they ain't see that.
Yo, let me put this light on, man. You can see it?
The Young Justice.
That's just the Young Justice,
you know what I'm saying? Right? The Young Justice clothing line.
That's just the Young Justice. That's the logo right there, right? That's the image.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Now that's the name of the young bull right there. That's behind the gate right there, right? Now, I've been home 5 years. I've been pushing Young Justice and Young Timmy for 4.5 years. And I'm gonna show you type of people that rocked it. All right. You want to see Sleepy and Uncle Murder with it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hold up, because I know you be talking about them receipts and all of that, right? And then you got to rock with us a little bit because, you know, me and Vine just coming home. So, you know, we might not be hip to all the technology.
And definitely support Big Bro music too. Oh, I see Murder. Yeah, I see Sleepy Hollow.
You see that?
Definitely. Yeah. And definitely hit the Big Bro Cash App too. $ Boss Dawn 0104. Hit the Cash App. And definitely support the music too.
So look, I got one song, right? Killer Code of Conduct. And I got one video. You know what I mean? You can share the link when you're ready. But that was my gift to the culture. That one song was my gift to the culture. I love music so much that I wanted to give a gift. But I wasn't the type that wanted to be doing 1,000 songs and traveling and performing. That's not me. You heard? First of all, I got too much drum mills to be on every stage trying to perform and all that. Nigga blam me right off the stage. You heard? That's how we think.
You're right. It's facts.
But the bottom line is, I've always seen myself as a musician. You know what I mean? A writer. And it's I've been writing music in prison since the mid-90s. Songs. I do whole complete songs. That means a hook, a verse, a hook, a verse. But I learned from greats. I'm talking about dudes that in prison, they so ready. They memorized their whole album in their mind and their heart. Then when you're trying to do music in front of them, if you don't got your music ready, they'll tell you, yo, go back. So I learned from greats, you know, in prison.
Yeah.
Because if you love music in prison, the people that love music, you're all going to be around each other. You're going to find a way to track each other because you exchange tapes. You know what I mean? Vine to tell you they got cassette tape.
Yeah, facts.
You exchange magazines. They got Source magazines, Double XL, Vibe magazines. That's all the culture. That's what story that needs to be told about these young men and women in New York State prison, that they still was able to influence the culture from prison cell because we had access to music, magazines, newspapers, pussy books, all of that. We had visits, we had phone calls, we had opportunities to talk to our family. So all of that is like a transfer of, you know, energy. You know what I mean? Creative energy, ideas, and all of that. And get into the streets, bro. Now, this is where a lot of suck ass niggas capitalize. They capitalize because they was able to get home before certain real niggas got home.
Right.
And then they got put in positions, right? Because you really got some good people out here. They want to put some good people on. But then you got people they imposters, bro. You heard? So they could wiggle in with the mask, but then eventually the mask fall off.
Right.
That's why CK scared to say my name. Because right now the mask is falling off. You heard? Stop running from me, man.
Yeah, he ran. I ain't going front, Big Bro. He ran you. Niggas done ran him off of YouTube. That nigga got low. That nigga got low.
Yo, who else? Yo, you know that dude Also Bossly?
Yeah.
He know me very well. Ask him. He'll run from me too.
What?
He was in my house. He was in my dorm in Franklin. No, I think it was in my dorm up north. He know me. Tell him he another one scared.
Hey yo, you know I exposed that nigga, Big Bro. That nigga a whole child shooter.
Wow.
Yeah, nigga shot a whole 11-year-old. I interviewed the dude. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna let you see the interview.
But he always been like a funny style type of dude. You heard? He'll tell you.
Yeah.
I never let him close to me. You heard? Never.
Yeah.
He stood in his place when he was around me. He stayed where he needed to be. And he's scared to say my name out here. He told me very well. Why he didn't say my name? Suck ass. He want to. He wanted blood. You call him a YouTube blood. He's definitely one of them. Yeah, YouTube blood. You see how he be popping up at Addie's? He'll never pop up at mine. Yeah.
That nigga YouTube blood for real.
For real.
That shit sad. But that's like you said, man, is these actors, man.
They feel some type of way about what I'm saying, right? Tell them to call me to whatever platform, whatever they want to do. I want you to help me and Vine get the Queen's flip. You heard?
Oh, I got y'all. We gonna definitely do that. Yo, you know he gonna watch.
Watch them how they run. They gonna be running.
Yeah, they gonna definitely be running, big bro.
So yeah, Blanco. What I want to tell you about him is that, you know, I don't got no paperwork that he's a rat. But to me, I call him. I put the white rat emoji because all his movements is like an agent. I know agents. You heard? So I'm willing to call him an agent to his face.
Right.
So now,
who the second white mice, Shiny? You got two white mice up there. One of them is Germ.
The second white rat is Germ. And the reason why I put Germ, because me and Germ got deep history. You heard? Me and Germ was rocking before he got with.
Okay.
You heard? But now I really pay close attention to all of the movements and developments. I was blinded by a loyalty to his older brother, but I wasn't paying attention to all his past movements because Germ was connected to Tax Stone. Tax Stone is in jail. Germ was connected to motherfucking Casanova. You know, even though he's separated from Casanova, but Casanova's in jail now. You know what I mean? A couple of other people. But he always find a way, right, to be home talking about them. So
that's crazy.
And I say, yo, you know what? At one point in time, I gotta stop and say, yo, you know what? I don't even want to be around that because nigga, everybody that's around you go down. It's a lot of other names that they street names. I don't want to get into that, but it's a lot of people that went down dealing with him.
Fucking who? Trying to Blanco?
No, Germ.
Oh, Germ. Okay.
Blanco did 6 building time before for a little drug. But he gonna tell a story like this nigga was the plug for Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah. But he don't even speak Spanish or none of that. I mean, yo, man, it's a whole comic book that's going on. I just feel bad for Sheff. You heard? Because I really like Sheff. I mean, me and him got a whole separate relationship. You know, outside of music, we vibe. I mean, we built. So, oh yeah, I told you that Sheff wanted to do a movie on my life, right?
Yeah, you did say that. I saw that on the first joint. You say they was trying to do the movie and shit.
So we should do a movie. You heard? I don't know where. I'm gonna show you. Hold up.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yo, Vine, man.
I'm trying to fix my Tony lights on this motherfucker. I thought I clicked on for a minute. Yeah.
Oh, word.
I'm locked.
Nah, Vine, you good.
Okay.
You good. You got these niggas quiet out here, Vine. I ain't gonna lie, man. Especially that nigga Rudy Lowe. That nigga Rudy Lowe quiet.
Wow. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be.
Rudy Lowe don't never want no they don't never want no public public interviews, public microphones, and none of that. They always want to do that, little secret isolation talk.
Yeah. Right.
Niggas. That's why I said, man, they mad that the real dudes is coming back and rectifying any bullshit. They've been out here frauding and Queens flipping, putting them on his platform, and ain't checking these niggas. And then when the real coming out here checking these niggas, dudes get quiet.
Yo, I sat back and watched. I was watching all the trail that I know that Queens Flip was putting up there, right? I was watching. And every time they started telling jail stories, I was waiting for them to start really getting into the nitty gritty, like, or why everything was relevant. You heard? I don't ever want to go up on no type of platform talking about how many people I cut, that shit. Yo, at one point in time, you don't even feel proud about that. You heard? Because some of the shit I did, bro, I felt like my hand was forced. I don't like hurting my own brothers and my own people. But sometimes people put you in a position where they turn you into a straight animal, bro, because they feel like, I felt like, yo, if I don't turn up, if I don't really turn up on these niggas, if I don't like to say and turn up on these niggas. If I don't turn up on these names like that, these suckers, if I don't turn up on these suckers, right, then you know what? I'm fooled for life, bro. I'm fooled for life. So I might as well just turn up, bro, because the whole thing is, they didn't know Bridgeport, Connecticut was really a city, a lively city that was really a hood. And that's where I grew up in. So when I came to New York, I was already shooting shit. I'm talking about in the street shooting shit, bro. Anybody that tell you about me when I was young, I used to shoot shit with a real gun. Not no water gun, BB gun, and none of that, nigga. I had guns. But I was forced into that because at that time, older dudes was violating young dudes that was getting money. These jealous ass old suckers, right? Jealous ass lame suckers violating young boys that was getting money, trying to get money. Because for the first time in the history, we're going to talk about this. You see where these young dudes talk about these young drillers, young shooters, and all of that. Our generation was the first generation in the whole history of the United States to have young shooters. Tell you why. Because for the first time in the history, young dudes in the inner cities all throughout the United States had access to big money, big drug money. And with this drug money, we went and bought guns. And at the time, they didn't have the gun laws they had now. So
what era you talking about? Like 86 or something? What era you talking about?
Late 80s.
Late
87, 88, 89, 90, 91.
Like 86 was the crack era, girl. Like 86.
That's when it started.
Yeah, that's when it started.
Crack era went all the way to the 90s, bro. But I'm talking about in the crack epidemic, it gave young boys in the hood, right? An opportunity to touch paper they never touched before. Because before, the older dudes used to run the drug game, and they was blocking the young dudes out. So the young dudes didn't have access to the drugs, and they didn't have access to the money, so they couldn't get access to the guns.
I think the homie Bulletz Gotti popped out.
That's all right.
Okay. Yeah, but that's.
Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back, Vaughn. I'll be back, Vaughn.
Homie. All right. Yeah, China, but that 86 was like 86 was like the crack era. You know what I mean? Crack era was like 86 and shit. You know, but like you said, that shit definitely went all into the 90s though, you heard? Yeah. Definitely. You know?
But look.
But yeah.
With the young boys, with the young boys that had that, right? We had teams. For the first time, you had young dudes, teenagers that had guns, big guns.
Facts. You right.
So that's why I tell these young dudes out here, I'm not here to castigate you and crucify you, bro. I'm here to tell you that I've been through that shit. Like my generation was the first generation of the young shooters, and I know what they did to us, how they sacrificed us. With the drugs, the guns, and all that, the juvenile crime laws and all of that. Now, because after all of our sacrifices, now the spotlight is on it. Now they do us like they've been doing us.
Right. Facts. You're right.
So our sacrifices wasn't in vain, because now if you look at New York law, they changed it. Now
a lot of shit changed. They had a lot of mandatory minimum sentences for drug crimes and shit, you know, back in the 80s, early 90s and all that, but that shit been changed now and shit. That shit's been known as the Rockefeller law, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Rockefeller changed out banned now, you know?
They was giving people
they were doing
a kilo of cocaine.
They were doing a lot of dudes dirty under that law,
Rockefeller drug laws. We'll talk about that one day, man. But they were
turning dudes' lights out with that shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tearing the hood up. You heard? tearing the hood up.
Non-violent crime. Straight up drugs, yo.
Tearing the hood
Turning
up.
niggas dudes lights out, yo.
That
Wow.
was meant to tear the hood up, bro.
Right,
Destroy
right.
the hood.
Right.
That's it.
Facts. And that shit definitely did that, homie.
Right.
That shit separated a lot of fathers from their kids.
Right.
Mothers from their kids. That shit destroyed a lot of families, man, with that little homie. Because again, like I said, they was turning dudes and females lights out, homie. You know what I'm saying? For non-violent crimes. It wasn't even violent crimes, just straight up drugs, yo. Yeah, they was finishing dudes and females and shit. But yeah, man, it's definitely different times now, man. That shit's definitely been overturned and shit.
But see, you know, one thing, Von, I think where we got caught up a little bit was where, see, when we went to prison, we didn't have cell phone, and then you come home to a world where everything is, you know, technology. So
Yeah.
A lot of dudes, generation, they might not be with the social media.
Yeah, facts.
Like they try to apply the same rules for jail and the streets to social media. Fuck,
you're right.
I tell these old jail niggas, like, shut the fuck up. You don't make none of the rules. If you don't want to be on social media gonna keep going without your stupid ass.
Right, facts. That's right.
Hey yo, Trainer, man, I like what you said when you was talking about, like, when CK said, yo, he run New York and all this, like, niggas gotta check in with him and shit. Like, I like how you call that out with about Whack 100 when they said, yo, Whack 100 kid come to New York and he cut the checks in New York, man, and you nip that shit in the bud. No, like, that's straight bullshit.
Listen, I ain't nipped that in the bud to try to save Whack 100 because that's one thing I don't like. Whack 100. You heard?
I feel you.
I tell him straight up. I don't like how he move. I don't like some of the things and try to justify it. And he definitely represent me and none of my OGs on the East Coast. None of us. You heard? And that's a nigga to be scared to be in a room with me because I'm the type, I let that nigga talk and I be the one to tell him, this is where you don't do shit. This is where you went wrong. Park it up, nigga. I be the one to G-check him.
Facts.
He don't got a higher rank than me.
Facts.
See that? That's what you tell them niggas on the West Coast, right? I respect all that shit y'all did, that game coach and everything, but your rank ain't higher than mine over here. You heard? Nothing. Hell no. So all that shit they try to downplay on the East Coast, that's the thing I don't like. When they try to act like East Coast is this and that, though, I'm East Coast to the bone gristle, bro. You heard? And I want to, so I can't let you talk bad about the East if the East bred me. So
definitely got to rep where you from, baby. Definitely got to rep where you from.
Huh? Yeah,
he definitely got to rep where you from.
Right. He got caught up into trying to say that certain people gonna speak for the whole East Coast without, you know, figuring out who's really the voices out here. You know what I mean? We're not talking about two bloggers. Yo, some of them dudes, some of them people might be separate, but I'm telling you, they don't speak for us, bro.
Right.
I can speak for myself.
There's so many lames out here that it's sometimes hard to tell the difference. You heard? So that's what it is, man.
Ducks and Sterlings.
Right. So, you know, that's what it is, homie.
So all we trying to do is trying to fit a lot of the sucker goofy shit and you know that's unnecessary. You know what I mean? That's why I support Boosie when he be saying certain things.
Yeah, Boosie speak his mind.
He sound like
he go hard, homie. Go hard.
He go hard.
Yeah, Boosie go hard, homie.
Things, man.
Yeah, he go hard.
When he be going hard on like Nas X, the little dude. He got a little.
He speak the truth.
I love when he go hard. Homie. Somebody got to stand up to that shit.
Right. He speak the truth at any motherfucking expense. You know what I'm saying? He don't mind. I'm saying. He speak the fucking truth. You got to be that. That's how I got to be, homie. You heard?
Right.
Oh, you can't conceal the truth.
We would not be bought. You heard? We would not be bought.
Exactly. That's right. The truth will prevail, man. It got to be that way, homie.
As long as we could go, you know, where we able to express ourselves freely, I want you to help take wherever we could go. You heard?
Right.
We got shit in the crates. We got a lot of shit in the crates.
Facts.
Right. You heard?
Facts.
Let me show you. Big shit in the crates, man. Stop playing. Okay. You said how a dude come home from prison, right? 25 years. Look.
Who that, Chanels?
Yeah.
Who that, Bulletz?
That's Sheff and Sleepy.
Right.
That's you right there.
That's me, right?
Yup.
Okay, that's the beginning of 2019, January, you heard? Look at what Sheff got on his arm. That's a cast, right? I mean, he just got into something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the beginning of 2000. Oh, damn, it went off? My bad. It went.
Yeah.
Okay, you see it right there. That means he just, right? You see it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Yeah.
How is it this? Look. That's the summer last year.
Yup. Yup.
You see it?
Yeah, that's the summer. That's yeah.
That's LA. That's the tiptoe video in LA.
Yeah.
Now, before I give you this, we're gonna talk about this on another occasion, but it's a deep story on how Chef G, Sleepy Hollow, Germ, me, and a couple other people were supposed to fly to Cali to be with Nipsey, right? Nipsey Hussle. The week before he got killed. So we already had everything scheduled. They're going to tell you about this. We're going to talk about a deep story where we had already planned to go to Cali late March and stay to early April. Nip got killed March 31st. But what happened is we canceled in March. We canceled the trip in March. So it was a plan that we was all going to go over there. Sheff and never met Nip. So this was the opportunity. I met Nip before. He came to West Haven, Connecticut. He did a show. You know, I met him on stage, met him backstage. So, you know, I love what he embodied. Now, Sheff, Sleep, Great John, Germ, and Blanco, they wound up going to Cali after Nip got killed. Later that year, right? Now you're gonna get the $1 million story of what happened when they went to Cali without me. Now rev it up. You got to start telling your peoples. Talk about that. They all went to Cali without Chinese, and something happened. It was a danger. You heard?
Yeah.
And they swept it under the rug.
Damn.
And the next time they went to Cali, I was there. You heard? I was there. They came back safe and sound. So when they went that time, that first time, something ugly happened, right? Thank God, ain't nobody lose their life or none of that. But a deeper story is it even involved the people that was involved with Pop Smoke. You hear that? So December 2019. December 2019 is when that incident happened, and then Pop Smoke incident like February 2020 or something. You heard? So them niggas was out there in Cali trying to line niggas up from New York. And something happened with them. But you know, that's for another whole platform.
Another episode. Yeah, no question. Shout out crazy.
But the bottom line
is, down, homie.
I wasn't there. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I went there, anytime I'm around, bro, my duty is to make sure everything is safe and secure. Everybody's safe. You know what I mean? That's what I love. I love everything to go down happily without
That's how it's supposed to be. Especially when you get money. That's how it's supposed to be, homie. So, you know what I mean? Once you start the motherfucking violence, that's when you start fucking up the money. When the money start getting fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So, you know, a lot of stuff to talk. Let me see. Baby, I'm trying to see who
Yo, what happened to your live stream, Bulletz Gotti?
Oh, I'm still doing it. I just ain't been doing it on YouTube, but I'm gonna start back doing the StreamYard joint. Pull y'all in on the YouTube StreamYard joint.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, cause yo, Von, the last time you was up there, Von, them niggas are trying to come for you, Von. Them niggas is plugged out.
Yo, they won't come for her.
I already know.
They're scared of me.
Yeah.
I love that shit. Yo, when we get into like real storytelling, we're gonna talk about how a lot of this New York rap, the new, you know, when they talk about the drill rap, the new drill rap and all that, a lot of that come from the young bulls that went through C-74, that went through Sparfer and C-74. They came home with a certain energy, and that shit went into the music. Right into the music.
Fact.
Just listen to it. You know, the lingo, all that. They pick up lingo.
Yup.
Now, one day you could do a whole episode on how they jack jail lingo and gang lingo and put it in their songs and made it a part of the culture.
Yup. That's a fact. They took a lot of lingo. They took a lot of jail codes and put it in their music. A lot of these rap dudes on the East Coast.
See that?
And they got the whole world saying.
That's why I said, you know, that dude Whoopty, CJ, he's supposed to make sure La Brim is good, because seriously,
that nigga ain't even homie though, John. They say that nigga ain't even blood, man.
Right, you know.
They say that nigga faking a fraud, man.
Right, but that's how the industry do. Sometimes they take a young face, they go along with it and push it. You heard?
Push it.
Right. No, he still got the opportunity to make it right himself.
Dude, that nigga as a sacrificial lamb, you heard?
Right.
For real. That's what niggas do to them niggas, man. You know? Then the industry in the streets shoot them niggas up and spit them niggas out. Like that nigga. Nah, that's what happened to that nigga. You know?
That's why I tell the young boys, and I tell them, yo, look, don't ever get mad at me for making it this far. Because you gotta hope and pray, bro, that you make it.
Right.
Because I tell them in a minute, I'm not here to be your father. I'm never trying to be your father. What I'm trying to do is give you some wise counsel that I know that a lot of people, they're not even positioned, qualified to give you. So after that, you know, you don't never pass pearl to swine. If a person don't want to receive it, you know, you don't force nothing on them. You know what I mean? That's it.
That's right.
So so we ain't really getting nitty-gritty, you know, vibing. We just filling each other out right now. All of this is part of history. But in the meantime, you have to wherewithal and know how to get at certain dudes and be getting at them saying, yo, I don't really know Chinese like that, but he's saying this, yo, what's up? Just try to probe and see if any of them is willing. All of these dudes act like they fake celebrities with their head in their ass. Oh, I ain't doing that. That's one of they part of the problem. Because all of them that super important when they regular people like us. Now all of a sudden you too important for an interview, you too important to mention people's names. That's psychological dumb shit they came and bring with their mind.
They scared. You know what it is? They scared that the real ones gonna expose their ass. They scared.
My shit swift. You know why? Bro?
So they try to stay away from the real ones.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Alcohol. I don't smoke no cigarettes. I only smoke that Zah. Yeah. That's it. I don't take no other.
Smoking on Zaza.
You know what they're afraid, bro, because they don't like a stable, healthy mind.
Right.
They can't get you with the liquor, get you off balance, pop a pill and all of that, get you off balance. They like, oh, damn, this nigga coming, bro.
That's real.
His memory
you got to stay so. Yeah, you got to stay so, man, when you're out in that field.
Anybody that watched our shows, that
Mhm.
spent time with us and all that, and we name dates and times and all of that, if they watch, have to say to themselves, yo, he's real. And his mind is sharp because he's pinpointing dates. He don't play. Me and Vine study law.
Yeah.
Law equips you to the extent where they tell you to marshal the facts. You got to have the facts ready.
Got to. That's right, baby.
Money in your mouth, you ain't got your facts ready.
Everything's about the facts when you're dealing with law, homie.
Yeah. So see,
you ain't got it in fact, black and white. It ain't happening.
He running for me, man, and I know why. But you know, I let him why. Yeah.
What happened, Chanel?
We've been out here a long time, man, doing the right thing. It's time for us to, you know, get our flowers before we go. Fuck all that. You know?
That's a fact.
Let's teach each other, especially on this East Coast, because this sucker shit is getting out of control. But I'm sitting back like, wow, man. This is why we in a sad state now. The dudes down south in Atlanta, it's love down there, you heard? In North Carolina, it's a certain amount of love and hospitality.
It always been like that, though, you heard?
All right, so they power each other up, even on the West Coast.
Even on the West Coast. You're right. That's why them niggas come out with garbage shit, and that shit, boom.
Right.
Niggas come out with some fire shit over on the East Coast, that shit don't sell nothing. And they come out over the other.
Egotistical. You know what I mean? New York been trendsetters forever.
Right. And they stick together.
The Mecca,
they support the artists and all that. You're right.
That's what New York got to stand on, because the Mecca of hip hop is in New York. After that,
it is.
Got to talk about how we can make the culture
New York
better.
is definitely the Mecca of motherfucking hip hop. You're right.
You heard? How can we make the culture better, the hip hop culture better in New York? That's all.
I guess you gotta support the artists, man.
It's involved, bro. Even sports is hip hop right now. Video games,
all that shit is linked together.
All linked, bro. It's our culture.
Hip hop, sports, all that shit linked together, man. Rap game, you know what I mean?
That's all I'm saying.
That's a fact.
You know, all we doing is bringing it back to the center, bro. Where we start with the truth, and after that, we start teaching. But we gonna talk the truth first, tell it what it is, right? And then how we could, you know, benefit from the truth, how we could live and grow from the truth.
Right.
But we letting these dudes get up here and get in different rooms and remix. You know what I mean? And twist the truth. And then glorify sucker shit. Like, you know, I never been the type to be glorifying a dude just because he clapped a lot of people.
Right.
The type of dude that I got a lot of beef in prison, bro. But I was not happy about it. Because I was the type that I'd rather be in population, trying to get some pussy, going to visit, do other things. I didn't want to hide in the box. That's for real suckers. But sometimes that warriors gotta, you know, they gotta make certain sacrifices, bro. And that's one of the sacrifices the warriors gonna have to make in prison is going to the box.
Yeah.
Bro.
Right.
That's a fact.
We made a lot of sacrifices.
In the United States, anywhere in the United States, if you're a warrior, you're gonna have, and that's when you go back to George.
You went out, China. Your picture went out, China. Oh, you go. Okay.
You know, that's when you start teaching them about George Jackson and stuff that we grew up on and learning about, you know, and the history. Because George Jackson was a teenager when he went to prison.
Yeah.
He had one of life. He wound up staying there 11 years and getting killed in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
revolution.
Stuff we teach the young people the history that we learned. Put them on. We're not here to come take over the culture and all of that.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a lot of different things. You know, with Pac coming over here, New York, getting robbed, set up, and all of that. A lot of them dudes that was involved in that, they in jail. I mean, they from New York and they in jail. So New York was getting a certain tag and label put on it early on. Because now, you know, people on the West Coast, they always gonna feel, if they love Pac, they was gonna feel a certain way about how New York niggas did him when he was over here. Because Pac was up. The nigga snaked him over here. He went to the West Coast. You heard? Powered up.
Yeah.
But he didn't know he was powering up with Suge, and Suge was a whole big rattlesnake, a big king cobra. So I'm not saying Suge sacrificed Pac, but the energy for Suge was given out. It was only a matter of time for niggas just off them or try to off him because he was trying to bully the industry.
Who Suge was bullying the industry. He was bullying a lot. He
was bullying shit.
He was strong arming a lot of niggas out of contracts, you heard? Word. Strong arming a lot of niggas out of contract.
But see, if dudes was on their square on the East, he would never, them dudes would never even have the nuts to be coming at the East like that. That's what I'm here.
Right.
It's not about battling coast. You heard? It got to be a mutual respect for both coasts and love. So we trying to get together and peace and build.
Right.
Coast banging, that shit is weak. We don't do that. Coast banging.
Fact.
What? I want to go over there, go every day. But the whole thing is, certain people try to cause that division and keep that division. Keep Coast, West Coast. Those the dudes we go at. You heard? If you trying to pump like the West Coast is harder, better, and all of that, no, we never gonna do that. And I'm not gonna let the dudes I fuck with act like the East Coast is tougher. No, we gonna keep it G, respect G's all over.
Thanks.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You see, that's how you get past all of that. But so another thing you could do on Bulletz, line it up. We want to do a movie about C-74.
Yeah, definitely. We do a documentary on that shit. We need to do a documentary on that. That C-74, that 92, 93 C-74.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. Red hot, right.
Because go back even further. Go to G-Rap 80s, right? G-Rap got right? Called Rikers Allen, bro. Wow.
Right.
C-74 at war.
At war, word.
Yeah. I ain't going front. Hey, yo, Von and China, I ain't going front. Like, that's why I tell people, like, the wildest motherfuckers was the adolescents. You know, the older dudes ain't want to get busy.
Like that.
They said they always said that the C-74 adolescents to go shoot the older niggas, to go put the work in. It was never them older niggas.
Yeah, C-74 adolescents always been the wildest building on the island, man.
But see, a lot of them that was in C-74, a lot of them dudes was already sentenced. They was about to go up north, or they was coming down, 6 building time. So, like, the real adults was in HDM, 3 buildings, 95. A lot of the adults that was in C-74, you had a few solid ones, but a lot of them wasn't staying there a long time. I mean, adolescents had to be in that building a long time.
Right, you're right. And you know something too, though? A lot of people don't know. You had a lot of adults at that time playing adolescents.
Right.
The niggas was grown ass men. You know what I mean? Playing in adolescence. Yeah, so. Yeah.
Hey, yo, Vaughn, tell them how, like, niggas was running to the MO unit, to the motherfucking woman's house. Like, this dude that was scared to deal with dudes in C-74 and C-95.
Right.
Baby boy joint right there. Bullet. Baby boy, short.
Yeah.
You could tag his page too. He a real one.
Okay.
Yeah. So he was on the island with us 92, 93.
Oh, wow.
He in the music, he in the videos and all that. He another one they try to, box out.
Okay.
Yeah. Cause yo Vibe, man, cause when you said what you said about CK, like, niggas don't understand you wasn't lying, man. A lot of dudes was agreeing with you was saying, like, dudes was running, out of motherfucker, they was PCing it up, man. They was getting scared cause them rules was on them.
Yo, I don't know about CK being in no PC, right? But I'm gonna tell you this. CK gonna forever run from me on a public platform. Because of this, you see, I got this.
Yeah.
That's a sharp mind and memory, right?
Yeah.
And they know I got my shit flame. So now they like, yo, hold up. It's dangerous. Right.
Right.
The man might come from left field with a foul or a folder, and never knew about it. Huh? Tell him stop playing, stop running.
Start pulling fouls out of motherfuckers, Shannon.
All type of folders. I'm not here for that, bro. I'm not here to be trying to expose different people.
Right.
What I'm here to do is
Yeah.
the people that I feel that can help. You know what I mean, or help, or cause some type of change, some type of change. You know what I mean?
Right. I feel
Dudes, because at the end of the day, these dudes are still trendsetters. You heard?
No question.
They still create waves and all of that. It's like 50 is our generation. Mano is our generation. No matter what, they still trendsetters. You heard? They still I mean, they still inspire younger people.
They definitely are. That's definitely our generation, man. That's why to see somebody.
You heard? Huh? My son, I feel like he definitely put himself out there. By exposing himself like that, it's almost like he put himself in danger. So when you put yourself in danger like that, and you sacrificing all of that, he should be compensated. You know? But I feel like at certain times, he don't add from the penitentiary that he can add, and he try to voice when he got people on the side that could. You know what I mean?
Right.
He tried to be the whole. He the type that he was waiting for the microphone. As soon as they passed, he's like, "Yo, ain't nobody getting this shit."
Then try to hog the mic, huh?
Yeah.
Right.
So, we appreciate
a lot
of different things, man. But it's all going back to the fact that these men and women spent time in prison.
Right.
Yeah. And that's why I say, Brian and Chad, that's why I say, like, a lot of motherfuckers want to glorify it and not talk about, this shit ain't nothing to glorify. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of dudes that come on there and say, I done cut 10, 20, 30 niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was a red ID. Like, come on, man. Like, still, you ain't had your freedom. So at the end of the day, what you talking about? You cut another black man. You ain't cut no motherfucking COs. You ain't bang on no police. You bang on motherfucking another black man. So that right there, you didn't bang on your enemy. So anytime I hear these dudes talking, it's like y'all glorifying, going at your person that look just like you, that's going through the same struggle as you. So that ain't nothing gangster.
Right, that's right.
Yeah.
I love that, bro.
That shit separated a lot of families, man. Broke a lot of families.
But now, there's one thing when you talk about your struggles and telling your story of how you endured the struggle, right? And seriously, like, if you was young at that time and you did a lot of time, it's almost like you had to shoot, right? Or just be a whole bitch. Right. It's like almost you had to force you. Like our generation, that 92, 93, we started that race tag shit, that serious razor tag shit like that.
Yeah.
We took that shit to a whole different level and brought it up north. Yeah.
Right.
That generation, before, like them dudes, they didn't have access to the razors and the weapons we had. We took what we learned on Rikers Island.
Yo, Child News. Yo, you know it's crazy, right? Jada Kiss, speaking of Jada Kiss, used to be talking about that razor tag, and he got that from y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
The Hawks, the Hawks and all that. Like that. That's prison talk right there.
Early go back, hit a nigga, go off, go back. Know what I mean? But listen, I love Kiss, and the reason why Kiss music is the way it is because he was always connected with that did biz that was up north.
Authentic.
That's the story that.
Definitely authentic. Yeah, no question.
But his music is so graphic that it came from somebody that did.
Yeah.
And plus, he's not talking about a different state prison. If you get locked up in Yonkers, and you go upstate, going to New York State prison with everybody else.
Yeah,
if you get locked up, you don't go to Rikers Island. See, if you get locked up in Yonkers, they don't go to Rikers Island. They got their own county jail.
Right.
So that's
they
what
shipped off to the Rikers state prisons though.
Because that's not 5 boroughs.
Yeah.
But when you go upstate, guess what?
Yeah.
You go in the same state prison, bro. So
Right.
now New York stick together. Yonkers stay with the 5 boroughs, and they usually be niggas from New York. It be the team from New York and 914, right? And then it be Rochester, Buffalo, Syracuse, Albany. But the city stick together. Long Island stick together. Let me separate it like that. But 914 fly with the city.
Facts. Right. Right.
So I'm glad Kiss got his flowers at that little battle right there, that verses. You know, I was loving that. I
ain't even watched that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I ain't even watched that joke. I heard they did their thing, those locks,
Yeah, but it's about time you start paying attention to, you know, the culture for what it is, man. You can't just get caught up into letting everybody dictate what the music and the sound is going to be. Nah, never been what hip hop was about. You know, hip hop been about creativity, words, right? Sounds, cadence, all that. That's why no matter what they say, New York is always going to be the Mecca. That's why I be smiling. They could do whatever they want, but if New York stand and unify, New York is the Mecca, bro. Everybody got to come tap the rock.
Right.
Facts.
And I'm from Connecticut, and the reason why I always been connected to New York, you know, I got my family is in New York. I got some family in New York, but more importantly, you know, I was in the streets, you know, traveling and doing things back and forth in New York. But Connecticut is New York. I mean, the tri-state is New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. You heard? That's the tri-state. It is no other tri-state in the United States. So now, if you know about the tri-state, you know how easy it is to move within them 3 states, the tri-state.
Right.
But for so many years, Connecticut has just been a launch pad for artists. And coming home, I can understand why. You heard? They deserve not to be on until they came home.
Right.
But that don't mean that they was not contributing to the culture. Connecticut has contributed to the culture in so many ways since the beginning. So now that's why I pull the story. That's why it's important when we talk about Winner Circle, how I was able to come home and do that, because I always been moving with a certain spirit, bro. And that was to unify the 3 states. You heard? And yo, tell them I got unreleased music. Huh?
Okay.
No, I'm talking about I got unreleased music with Sheff, Sleepy, and my little brother, right? Which was the song they ever did with a Connecticut artist in 2018, late 2018.
Okay.
Hear that?
Okay. Yeah.
That's my little brother. I got the song. The next feature they did was a young boy in Hartford, 15 years old, named Marv, or something like that. Marv, I think his name is Marv. 15 years old, right? I helped them put that together. So I got Sheff and Sleepy 3 features in the state of Connecticut, and those is the only features I helped them get. Pay attention. I wasn't trying to get them no feature in Canada, Thailand, and none of that. Nigga, my hometown, and I did it. See that? Just pay attention, man. That's all. So it's like sometimes people don't want to give credit in this world, in this industry, and I learned that. So sometimes you got to stand on, you know, your accomplishments and stand on them strong.
Fact.
Don't be afraid.
Fact.
Heart to heart.
Closed mouth don't get fed. You know that.
Closed
mouth don't get fed, homie.
Yo, you see what Wavy Boy say, right?
Yeah.
Yo, me and Wavy Boy got a whole story, right? But when we went through some shit together. When I came home, man, that man came to see me and bless me. See that? That's what I asked for. I asked for people that know certain, man, come on, they know certain sacrifices, and then they're gonna downplay it. Watch for they be like, yo, so what? That nigga did that much time. That's a hater, right? When you hear niggas say that, watch him. He did that much time. So what? Anybody could do that. It don't matter how much time you did. That's what we came to. We came back to a world to this. I said, what? Wow, man. I thought if I stayed real and I never sold my soul and I never crumbled, that when I came home, I was going to get rewarded. I came back to a world when they told me, oh, you don't get rewarded. You don't get rewarded for being real.
Yeah, that's how it used to be back in the days, though, China. But these are different times now, though, homie. You heard?
Yeah, who said that?
Back in the days, it was like that.
You know, I ain't gonna lie, China. I ain't gonna lie. They rewarding the snitches more than the real ones. Man. The snitches get rewarded.
Facts. You right. That's how it is now, man. That's how it is, man.
So yeah, man. So I got that. I got one song, and it's the lesson. And guess what? It's anti-rat in the veins.
Right.
Anti-rat.
Facts.
Because a rat is somebody that you in a life with, but then because they got weak, they want to sacrifice everybody.
Yeah.
They got weak. That's it.
Right. When you live that type of lifestyle, man, you supposed to know the rules. You know the rules already.
So it's like a selfish
once you go against them rules.
rules. But now you got people out here that actually work. You know, that's their job and their occupation. They out here working to try to put people in the system. That's what we need to talk about.
Right.
These fucking agents out here. Why would you be out here trying to put somebody in the system unless these people are serial killers and they doing foul, heinous shit? A lot of times when people is hustling, bro, they really trying to eat. They don't know a lot of different types of ways. You know what I mean?
Right.
You don't try to kill a motherfucker off because he trying to, survive out here. It's hard.
Right.
But I'm glad the world is different now. You know why? Because now people are getting to see, the world is getting to see people who they are in this world, in this country. Because for so many years, we got a bad label, man. The man of color in this country got a bad label, like he was lazy, he was violent, and all of that. But all we was asking for was quality and opportunity.
That's a fact.
Give us an equal playing field, share the rock, and watch us shine.
Facts.
It's coming to that point now. You got athletes speaking out, athletes protesting, all of this. Before, they used to have the gag order on. Motherfucker couldn't even talk. They on social media tweeting shit. They on it. So now it's all a part of the culture, bro. So now when you include the culture, when you include jail in the culture, then you start talking about the people that help inspire people that was in jail with them and people in the streets, because that is solid, bro. When somebody is solid and throughout the adversity, they principle and they come out strong, it inspires anybody that really pay attention to it.
Right.
That's what the story is supposed to be, inspirational. But you know what? If your story is big, if they feel your story is bigger or better than theirs, then why would they talk about it?
Facts.
It's a fact.
So, ultimately, I want to talk truth, and I want the world to know about this generation of influencers, of trendsetters, right? That somehow got lost. They got dispersed, and then they all got lost until we brought the story back together and start piecing the puzzles together. Because Mobb Deep, before Prodigy went up north, they used to go on stage with handcuffs and shackles and convict uniform. That's before Prodigy went up north. Who are you representing, bro? Because we was the ones up there shackled and like that. Who was they representing like that at that time? They wasn't representing somebody from other state. Mob.
Nope.
So listen to Mob Deep music in the early 90s. That shit was heavily street and jail influenced.
True. That's a fact.
Let's go.
A lot of rapper dudes, man, they try to live their life through niggas like us that really live their life.
Go to Raekwon Purple Tape.
Yeah.
Raekwon first tape ever. Raekwon from Wu-Tang Clan. It's called Incarcerated Scarfaces.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The Purple Tape. It's the Purple Tape, right?
Yeah.
Got a song on it called Incarcerated Scarfaces. So Raekwon's first album ever has some type of penitentiary influence. Jail
most
influence.
Of them dudes, man. Most of the rappers is influenced by jail dudes, man. You know that.
Bro.
You know that, man.
So,
street dudes, you know what I mean? Jail dudes, we inspire them dudes, man. You know that. They live their life through us, man. They put it in they put it in the music, you know. A lot of that shit them rappers rap about, they never really lived that shit. They never really experienced that shit. They just, you know, speak about that shit through, you know, other niggas in the hood that they know, that they heard about. You know what I mean?
Nah, most people that speak about that, bro, they had some dealings. Yeah.
Some, not all, but yeah, a lot of them. Some did.
They had dealings.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you can't really be in the hood and be, like insulated.
Prime example, like Rick Ross. He talk a lot of that shit. He never been in no jail. He never, you know.
It was a whole CO.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That nigga was a whole CO.
Right. So a lot of rappers. Yeah, Rick Ross was a CO. Yeah.
How many COs you knew on the island that you was like, yo, I could fuck with that nigga in New York. He could be my man.
There was a lot of them CO niggas was from the street though, China.
Okay,
a lot of them niggas was getting money.
I don't knock them just for being a CO.
Yeah. I know. A lot of them
get mad
on the
CO, but I got family members that CO, and my family members is gangsters, so on some real shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't get that twisted. You got a lot of COs on the island that was motherfucking street niggas.
Right. The only thing I'm saying about
right.
I don't know if he was hustling like that, but when I heard, they told me when I checked it, like, yo, he was in the mix a little bit. So you got to give him a little bit of, wiggle room.
Hey, yo, China and Vaughn, I want to ask you this, man. Since we talk about COs, man, the nigga Depp Bailey, man. Y'all got a Depp Bailey story, man.
It was the ATM when I was down there, you heard? Yeah, Bailey was I got to be up on top of shit, China. You don't know?
Told you about that Bailey.
Gotta be knowing.
Oh, I know about Bailey. I know about the nigga Bailey, man.
Yeah, but he's on and off Captain Bailey.
Yeah, Captain Bailey. Yeah. Bailey was off the hook.
Captain Bailey, I tell you, first of all, if anybody know him, he got a Jerry curl. You heard?
Yeah.
They got a little Jerry tall country looking nigga with a Jerry curl.
Yeah. Yo, he did an interview on the Queen's Flip Show. You know that, right, China?
He did what?
An interview on the Queen's Flip Show. Queen's Flip interviewed him.
Who, Depp Bailey?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yo, Gotti, you saw that shit, right, Gotti?
Yeah, I see that shit. I see that shit.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Yo, we need to start talking about the COs because a lot of the COs know some hidden truths too. You heard?
Of course. They know a lot of hidden truths. They was in on a lot of that shit. Like I said, a lot of niggas was street niggas.
Yeah.
Crooked niggas know. Come on, man. How you think a lot of that shit was going down? Them niggas knew a lot of shit. The island was like a motherfucker, corrupt like a motherfucker, yo. Yeah. Why you think when all that shit started coming down, all them niggas started going to jail? There's a whole lot of them fucking COs.
Oh, hey, yo, I want to ask y'all, Vaughn and Shade, I want to ask y'all, was y'all on the island when the nigga got caught with the gun?
Yeah.
Because the nigga got shot on the island.
Yeah, that was you know
a couple times, though.
That's what I was talking about. I ain't want to go into it, but yeah, that's facts. Yeah, that's facts, you heard?
Yeah, but one of my comrades got shot on the island, right?
Huh?
He got shot. He got shot with a 22.
Yeah, nigga got shot and all that on the island.
Yeah. You know MZ? Vaughn, remember MZ?
Yeah, I know MZ, of course.
Dominican MZ, that was him.
I know MZ, homie. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, getting shot on the island, a lot of times, you know, things happen, man. But it ain't like people was running around with guns on the island. We never gonna make it seem.
Right. But it definitely exists.
Yes, you know, it was some little pieces floating around, you know.
Yeah.
But
see, because what it was, homie, hear me? A lot of niggas at HM had money. There was a lot of niggas at HM with paper. You know what I mean? A lot of big willie niggas. So there was a lot of shit going on in HM that wasn't going on in other places on the island, you heard? So yeah, that's what HM was notorious for, you heard?
right.
We had a lot of big willie drug dealing niggas down there, you know what I'm saying? Heavy hitters down there and shit. So that shit was a real dangerous building too. A lot of shit was going down there. Was going down there and shit, you know? That wasn't going on nowhere else. Because, you know, paper talks, you heard? Like I said, them skills was corrupt. You know what I mean?
Hey, yo, so that Jazz got shot on the island and sued.
Who's that?
Jazz, that was in the AZ video.
Oh, I don't know, Holmes. I don't know him.
I don't know that.
Yeah, that was crazy, though. No, that was some crazy shit. Though. I definitely remember that, though. Word, yeah. I remember that shit was going on down there and shit, homie. They getting shot and all that. Word.
Yeah, Bulletz. The first time I ever got cut in my life, I got cut on the island. Yeah.
Word.
Yeah. So part of my story is that after I got cut, right, and my mother came to see me on a visit, and she was crying. You know, I didn't get cut on the face. I got cut on my arm. I got 44 stitches right here, and then I got a cut right. So,
who came to see you, child? You said your mom's?
Yeah, my mother came. My mother is South Korean, bro.
Right. Because I know your pops was coming through for you like a motherfucker, knocking the doors down.
Right. My pops is Indian. You heard?
Yeah.
My pops is dark skinned. He was dark skinned. My mother's South Korean. Now, my mother came up from down south, and she came to see me when I was HDM, and she seen that cut on my arm, bro. That lady cried the whole visit. But my mom, I was saying to myself, yo, you know what? All these dudes trying to cut my face, because you got to remember, Von, we came in an era where you still had jealous young dudes. These dudes is jealous. They was taught to be jealous, you heard? And Brooklyn had a stigma of having like grimy dudes that BK.
It's true though.
It was too advanced, but they'll take you. You heard? So
you're right.
They've been going through so much shit with other people that they take you. So now, you know, it ain't only that. Then you're dealing with, you know, little gangs and sets. A dude feel like he could just cut your face and then come up off of that. You heard?
Yeah.
Especially if you got a clean, handsome face, right? We need to talk about that, because I believe it was so many dudes that in their brain they wanted to cut my face, bro, in their heart. So I had to go on my own mission, you heard? In my mind, to go on my own mission to save myself. So I started tearing shit up, you heard? I was tearing shit up because they forced me. I didn't want to do that, but you force somebody like that, he gonna come out an animal. Now I don't even ask questions after that. So after that, I don't even talk to no leaders, none of that. I'm done. I just shit, and when I deal with every consequence, I don't give a fuck. You heard?
That's supposed to be.
It ain't supposed to be like that, because I was battling the system. I had a life bid. I'm trying to get the fuck out of prison. I got to be going to war in here while I'm supposed to be going to law library. Because when you in the box, I did 12 years in the box. I believe if I didn't do all that time in the box, son, I would have got a reversal.
I would have been home. Yeah.
But when you in the box, that shit stifles your fight for freedom.
That's true.
So I'll tell you what kept me alert. It kept me learning, and it kept me relevant to what was going on in the street. I kept coming back and forth down to the island for court. So I went up north in 1993. I came back down in 1993. I stayed for a few months. I went back up. Then I came back down in 1998. Then I came back down in 1999. Then I came back down in 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012. All of them years, I got transferred from up north in the mountains down to Rikers Island for my case or family court. So by you being on Rikers Island, you get a little more, sense of what's going on in the city in New York. A lot of people that went up north for 20 years, they got stuck in certain jails, and you could tell because they like robotic. They like kind of stiff. Me, I was going back and forth to the island, so I was listening to music. I was learning lingo. I was learning to what was going on. I was around the ladies, trying to get some pussy. That shit is...
You back in the mountains, you're right. Up in the mountains, you will lose.
Yeah, you in the mountains, you around certain jails, it's nothing but white people. You don't see no black people, you heard? No black staff. So if you're in a jail like that, and you go from that to going to Rikers Island where it's nothing but black and Spanish police and COs, you like, oh shit, I'm in heaven. You like, oh shit, ladies walking by yourself with fat ass titties and all that. You like, oh shit, I'm staying down here. I'm staying down here. Yo, I used to get I used to be crying, son, to myself when they told me I had to go back up north. When they shot my 449, I used to be like, oh man, I gotta deal with these fucking devils. I gotta go back up there. Yeah. As a motherfucker. And I'm leaving a jail to go to another jail and I'm sad. Yeah, but that's why on Rikers Island, you got some COs that was foul. We'll talk about that another time. But I'd rather be around my own people than be around racist devils. Yeah. Because I know that in some ways, somehow, some way, somebody gonna show me some love. You know? And that's what was my experiences on the island. When I start going back all them years, all them COs in C-74 knew me. They knew me when I was adolescent, so they showed me a lot of love when I went down there. You know what I mean? And I was able to move around, and that's how I was able to learn. That's how I was able to teach and influence. You heard? Because I was coming from up north. I'm still looking young. I'm still looking healthy, but I got time in. I'm down there with 18 years in. These niggas just come in fresh off the street. But I could tell them because guess what? I was them 18 years before that. In that same building. Because Vine to tell you, when you come down from up north, they put you back in C-74 as an adult.
Yeah. Yeah. Fact.
You know? So, yo, Bulletz, let's run this shit up. We talked a lot today, back and forth.
Yeah.
From 131st and Linden Boulevard. I don't know Cosmo. I don't know about all of that. But yo, we want all the input. Let's talk about, everything we got to offer. We encapsulate it, right? We and talk about how we could make it work outside of just, just telling the stories. How we could all make put it together and let's run.
Facts.
Because I'm still
big bro.
I feel like you got to take advantage of your health, the liveliness and all of that right now. Because you might not have it forever.
Yeah.
Health is your wealth, man. You know that.
It's your wealth. That's a fact. That's a fact.
So while we still healthy,
that's a fact.
Let's run it up.
That's a fact.
You don't got no
that's a fact.
Goats now, bro. You ain't got no old washed up goats, you heard?
That's a fact. That's a fact, big bro.
Yeah. You got some superstars. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Definitely, big bro. Definitely. I ain't gonna lie, man. I appreciated this conversation, man. Von, I'm glad you chopped it up, man. Came through. China, I'm glad you came through. It's a good one. We've been here for like 2 hours, man. This is a good live, man. So I definitely appreciate this joint. I'm gonna definitely put this joint on YouTube, so everybody can see this. And like I said, everybody go support the big bro China, man. Hit the Cash App. I put the Cash App in there. I'm gonna put it in here again, so everybody can go support, and support what we pushing, man. And the documentary, we about to do something with the C-74 documentary, man, because we want everybody to understand, man. It's a story behind everything, but it's a reason why things happen, man.
C-74,
real talk.
C-74, adolescents at war, and we not just talking about the violence and all the nastiness that was happening. We talking about some of the gems that came out of that, some of the greatness that came out of that. You heard?
Mm-hmm. That's a
Talking
fact.
about, because nobody ever going to deny New York is the mecca of hip hop. New York is always going to be one of the.
That's a known fact, man.
So once we stand on that, then we bring it back to like, yo, you know what? People gonna always respect New York as long as we do things the right way, man. We gonna command that shit. You heard?
Fact.
That's
fact.
That's how I'm on it.
Right.
Fact. Yeah, definitely. But I'm gonna say salute to you, Vaughn.
No question.
Salute to you, China man.
No question.
I appreciate this joint.
No question.
And we definitely gonna do this again, man. This was a good one right here. And everybody that saw this, man, like I said, support, man. Support the movement. This definitely hit Big Bro Cash at Boss Dawn 0104 $, and support the brand. Yo, China, show them the shirt one more time, man. So they know, man.
Young
support
Justice,
the brand, man.
Young Justice, look, Young Justice, what we trying to do is we trying to make this global. If we could get one of these in every city, then we could start a conversation. Because once they start looking at it, they're going to ask about it. And then when they ask about it, we talk about it. Because this right here, it happened in too many years. You heard?
Facts.
30 years, man.
No question.
Yeah, facts. So definitely support Young Justice. Definitely support Vaughn. Vaughn gonna be back up on the platform, and China gonna be on the platform. We definitely gonna do this again.
Yes.
This was a good one. So I'm gonna say salute to everybody that was tuning in. Salute to y'all, man.
No question. Y'all stay